up for the champions, for the champions, stand up. To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, for the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up.
All right, so stand up for the champions. It's that time of the day again, and it's Saturday morning as we do it on Papa Law Radio. I'm your host Eric Mays. Today I have some important guests in our midst. We're having a very important discussion, but before we do that, I'll be going for sports tidbits around the world. Then from there we'll be taking over. Then delve into the biggest match in the world. Yes, the biggest match in the world, and the first FA Cup Manchester derby. We'll be getting details from it, and we have a very important guest in the studio. We'll introduce them later. Yes, so for we've been sponsored and held down by Kwadu Farms. Yes, Kwadu Farms are all over Ghana. If you're a farmer out there, you want to import day-old chicks, look no further than Kwadu Farms. And if you are out there, you want to set up a farm, you want to go into poultry, vegetable farming, any farming at all, you can contact them as well, and they give consultation. They do a lot. They sell cockles, day-old chicks, broilers, rabbit, turkey, anything, any meat, any fresh meat you want as well, and they are all organics. Yes, so don't look any further. Look for Kwadu Farm. They're on social media as well. You can check them on their website www.kwadufarms.com, and also you can contact them on 0245 990000. Yes, 0245 990000. And also you can contact them again on 0243 502811. All right, so that is their contact information, and you can purchase, learn about poultry, get cages, whatever you want to have in the poultry setup. You can contact them. They have all the types and the breeds for poultry. Yes, the layers, the broilers, the cockles. They sell from day old to matured birds. They brood for companies as well, so you can contact them and they'll give you organic and healthy birds for your consumption. Yes, I'll be going for a quick commercial break. When we're back, we'll be taking you to the world of sports. Stay right with us, don't go anywhere.
To pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up, and when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up.
All right, so welcome back and stand up for the champions. Yes, I'm your host, Eric Mains. Yes, Mr. Manseri. And today I'm a neutral fan here. I don't hold any ties to any club. Yes, I'm in my Ghana color, so I'm a patriotic Ghanaian and a Black Star fan. So today we're going into details. Yes, it's the biggest game of this century, as in happening today. Yes, 2 p.m. Yeah, and it's an interesting. It has a whole lot of conversation around this particular match. We have both teams fans in the studio, very important ones. Yes, they are as well as football pundits as well. So they'll be giving us details about this particular one. Yes, they will be taking the press conference that happened yesterday, and both coaches share their thoughts on what is going to happen and what this match means for them. So we'll be going in to listen to what they have to say and tell us on. All right, so let's take a listen to Erik ten Hag, the coach for Manchester United.
Expecting, and will Anthony Dos Santos be fit?
Unlikely. Dos Santos still has a chance, but it's a really small chance.
Has there been a setback? Because you seemed a bit more positive the other day.
Yeah, he didn't make the progress. So, what I say, still has a chance, but either unlikely he's available.
How much of a blow will that be for you and Anthony Martial, who I know hasn't been available for you all season on a regular basis, but would have been a good option?
Yeah, but as I said all the time, I have these questions so many times from you, all media, about absence from players in the last couple of months, and every time I say the same answer. It's about the players who are available, and every time we were successful. Not every time, but a lot of times, many times we were successful. So we have a good squad, and from that good squad we make a good team.
Expecting, and will Anthony Dos Santos be fit?
Unlikely. Dos Santos still has a chance, but it's a really small chance.
Has there been a setback? Because you seemed a bit more positive the other day.
Yeah, he didn't make the progress. So, what I say, still has a chance, but either unlikely he's available.
How much of a blow will that be for you and Anthony Martial, who I know hasn't been available for you all season on a regular basis, but would have been a good option?
Yeah, but as I said all the time, I have these questions so many times from you, all media, about absence from players in the last.
All right, so that was an interesting convo from Erik ten Hag. Yes, he believes that this Manchester team is beatable. Yes, and he said that admire the way they play, but to beat them, they have to beat themselves, and they can beat them. Yes, already they've beaten Manchester City this particular season, so it's no news if they made them this particular season again. But I just want to chip in a bit. They should know that once they've been beaten, they should just keep in mind that yes, now the form is different. So we hope we wish them all the best as well, since they are meeting a very top notch club today. All right, so let's take a listen to Pep Guardiola as he brings his submission to the press conference.
A team that probably are very, very determined to try and beat you.
Yeah, final FA Cup. Pleasure to be here, to travel tonight to London and be ready for tomorrow. So it's a final, so nothing else.
You've played in FA Cup finals before. Is this almost more important because of the opposition, but also if you win these two trophies, what that would achieve for this football club?
It should be good for us if you think about what you have to do to win one game. About titles, about second or third or fourth or fifth. So nothing changed. So I have to do to analyze the strength of our opponent and and how we believe the weaknesses maybe they have, and try to do it. This focus is a football game. That was the most important thing. Surround outside, it's normal. We cannot control it. But last two games of the season, you have to do what you have to do on the pitch to win the game.
Could I just ask you, you've got these two massive games in front of you, the biggest games that you could play almost. This week we had a major final. There were problems on the pitch for the referee, there was problems after the game for the referee, there was problems in the airport for the referee. Do you as a football club, do you as a manager, do your players have to bear in mind the consequences of frustration, sometimes understandable, of things going wrong on really important days?
I'm so sorry for the images I saw for Anthony Taylor. I'm so sorry. So hopefully.
A team that probably are very, very determined to try and beat you.
Yeah, final FA Cup. Pleasure to be here, to travel tonight to London and be ready for tomorrow. So it's a final, so nothing else.
You've played in FA Cup finals before. Is this almost more important because of the opposition, but also if you win these two trophies, what that would achieve for this football club?
It should be good for us if you think about what you have to do to win one game. About titles, about second or third or fourth or fifth. So nothing changed. So we have to do to analyze the strength of our opponent and and how we believe the weaknesses maybe they have and try to do it. This focus is a football game. That was the most important thing. Surround outside, it's normal. We cannot control it. But last two games of the season, you have to do what you have to do on the pitch to win the game.
Could I just ask you, you've got these two massive games in front of you, the biggest games that you could play almost. This week we had a major final. There were problems on the pitch for the referee. There was problems after the game for the referee. There was problems in the airport for the referee. Do you as a football club, do you as a manager, do your players have to bear in mind the consequences of frustration, sometimes understandable, of things going wrong on really important days?
I'm so sorry for the images I saw for Anthony Taylor. I'm so sorry. So hopefully.
A team that probably are very, very determined to try and beat you.
All right, so that was an interesting one from Pep Guardiola. Yes, it said still they are optimistic for this particular match because it's part of their trophy drought since he came to England. I think he has won it only once with Watford, so this might be a very important one for him as well. And he wants to make a mark in Manchester City and be the first coach to win the treble. So it starts from this particular one. So let's hope that the wishes can come true. Yes, so all boils down to today, 2 p.m. Then we'll bring you update on that particular match. Yes, it's still the final, and there are some interesting conversation around this particular final. Yes, both teams has really been impressive, especially Manchester United leading the lot for the most FA Cup trophies. Yes, so I should tell you that they are not going to take this. No. They are not going to take this for granted. Yes, so obviously it's going to be a key one, important one for them as well. So we are hoping that it can be important. This is their route to the final. Interestingly, Manchester United part 2, where they are now to get into the final. The third round, they met Everton and they were surprisingly they beat Everton at home 3-1. And the fourth round also meeting Reading FC, they were able to beat Reading 3-1. That was the match we saw Barbara man in there as well, facing Anthony, and a lot happened. Yes, and the fifth round was against Manchester United and West Ham United. Yes, surprisingly, they've played all their matches at home this particular one, and people were asking questions anyways, but today will be away from home, so we'll see what happens. Yes, and the last round was against Fulham. Yes, there were a lot of controversies around this particular match, with the referee involved giving the striker for Fulham a match ban, actually 8-match ban. So still yet to come out from that ban after pushing the referee for an infringement that happened. The referee overlooked it. All right, so this is Manchester City's path to the final. The third round, they met the almighty Chelsea, the Blues. Yes, they would beat them 4-0, and Arsenal a narrow win in the with the Ketsi Nat Aki. Yes, giving that goal to the Citizens, and also they went away to meet Bristol City. Yes, beating them 3-0. And the last game, the sixth round was with the former City captain, yes, Vincent Kompany's side. Burnley were trashed 6-0, and the semi-final, that is obviously they played Sheffield United. Yes, and surprisingly they walked over them 3-0. So the final will be today with Manchester United, and it's going to be an interesting one. Yes, and these two sides for the past 10 years has been a very, very interesting one. Looking at where they came from and where they've gotten to as it stands now, it's surprisingly people think it's a walkover for Manchester City, but this is the last 10 games for them. I think it's been a surprising one because Manchester United and Manchester City have really rock on, and majority has ended in draw, so it's not really an easy walkover for Manchester City like that. Yes, so looking at as things stands now, it might be a very, very interesting one, but they also have a upper hand when it comes to record wise, because City has won it only 6 times or so. Yes, so they have the upper hand and they can do anything and stop City's going for the treble. Yes, still on there as well. Interestingly, today, yes, the Manchester United Ghana, the fans of Manchester United Ghana and Manchester City will be having a viewing party. Yes, in Accra at Honeysuckle. So I will be meeting there and bringing you a lot of updates on that particular one. It's going to be an interesting one, yes, because we want to see what is going to happen, yes, in this particular match. Yes, I want to take this opportunity to say a big one to Mr. Samuel Inimado, yes, Mr. Inimado and Michael Pencil and all the United fans making this possible, and the citizens, Calvin, Dave, Patrick, Black, Aquafa. Yes, I think we are going to meet up there and punish Manchester United today. All right, so this is some interesting news coming from the FA Cup. Interesting. So we'll be delving into this conversation properly. Let's take some other news from the world of sports. Yes, yesterday there was surprising one coming in from Manchester City camp. Yes, they've opened negotiation with Kovacic of Chelsea, and we're hoping that a lot can come to this particular one because Manchester City needs a player of his caliber. So we are hoping that it's going to materialize before the end of the season, before the start of the next season. Although there are still conversations that Chelsea might really stop this happening, but who knows? It's the Blues, they are still buying, so they can still let some go and purchase some into it as well. Yes, so that is what is happening now. All right, so interestingly, there's conversation with Osman, yes, from Nordland, FC Nordland. Yesterday, surprisingly, he signed a first professional contract for Nordland, and can't get see of Freebody and Paramount Sports. They made this happen, so that is interesting one coming from that angle as well. And still on the Chelsea, the blue side of London, yes, Chelsea, Ziyech might be having to leave this particular season. It's reported like he might be going to Bournemouth. Yes, on the list of Bournemouth new incoming players that they might be going in for. So that is interesting one we should be taking note of, and it might be really be an interesting one. Let's go far in to America and do some news from there. Yes, Lionel Messi, yesterday the coach confirmed that against Clermont-Foot might be his last game for PSG. Yes, and what's report coming in is that Inter Miami, yes, have open discussion with him, and this might be a strategy from Barcelona because with the financial issues facing Barcelona now, they might purchase the player through Inter Miami and loan him to Barcelona and use him for the coming season and to have his last dance in the Spanish side. Yes, so yesterday still with PSG, interesting news coming in is that Sergio Ramos yesterday made it open that this might be his last season. This is his last season actually for PSG, so he might be going away, and there's still conversation that Ronaldo's side, Al Nassr might be going for the signature of the particular chap. Yes, still on the interesting one. Should this happen, then the Saudi Arabians are really doing fantastic in the world of football. Really, I think this is all in the bid for the 2050 or 2048 World Cup bid that they are aiming for. So we're hoping that it will materialize. That might be the news. All right, so still let's do some news with Real Madrid. Yes, Karim Benzema is also in the news as it stands now. He might be leaving, but still not too sure, because yesterday in an Instagram post, his personal trainer shared a lot of report that upon all, he said all the goals, all the good goals, and a lot of conversation. And I think he reposted that post on his Instagram, and people are saying this might be his last end with Real Madrid. But we're here to see. We'll bring you more details and more updates from that particular angle as well. And still in Real Madrid, Vinicius Junior's issue with racism yesterday opened a new light, and Real Madrid and the Spanish committee wants to open an investigation for Tobias, the FA president for the Spanish Federation, to see if they can punish him for his utterances he made a few weeks ago after Vinicius Junior faced racism attack from the fans, from the away fans. So that will be an interesting one. We'll be bringing you on there as well. And interestingly, a lot happened in the Serie A yesterday. After the Serie A, they had a very interesting award ceremony that came to play. There was some interesting conversation around Osimhen not winning the best player for the Serie A, but this is some interesting one. Yes, so there are still conversation why he couldn't win the best player but actually won the best striker. So he scored 32 he played 32 goals, 32 matches, scored 23 goals. So that is an interesting one for the Nigerian brother. But still, we are hoping that and there's still conversation that he might be leaving this particular season from the Napoli side, but the price tag is what other teams are still hovering around. It's 150 million euros. So we're bringing you some interesting conversation on that angle as well. Yes, still in there, let's do some interesting news that happened across the week. Yes, Nigeria and the 20 side of Nigeria has now it's interesting, they are in the semi-final, if I should put it the quarterfinals, yes, of the ongoing under 20 World Cup, and they're really doing well after beating Argentina 2-0. Yes, they are in there as well, and there's some conversation around that they might be fielding some unqualified player, because there's a particular player whose club Young FC doesn't exist after checking and background check that we know how our Nigerian brothers can be sometimes, probably, but others are raising the notion that it's an academy setup, so they don't really have a transfer market. So that is what is also in the news. Yes, let's go to England and do some English news. Yes, with Nigerian brother, it will be yesterday, one was crowned the best player for the Aston Villa side after surviving the relegation battle. Yes, so yesterday he came into the news as the best player for the side, and it was voted by the playing body here. So that is what they came up with. And still with Everton side, Sam Dyke will be given £3 million for as bonus for so making them stay in the league. So that is an interesting one, but this particular coach took over a struggling side, Everton, and we are hoping, we know his style of play. Coming next season, teams should be watching out how they are going to go for a point from the Goodison Park. So we'll be bringing you more details on that as well. Yes, so interestingly, that is what is happening. And let's do some news from the Far East. Yes, the Middle East. There are conversation that the player that might be going to the Middle East after the end of the season. Yes, so the list of the players that might be ending up in the Middle East. Lionel Messi leading the log. Sergio Ramos also in there. Karim Benzema in there. Sergio Busquets, who I think last week was given a farewell with the Barcelona setup, might also be going into the Saudi Arabian League. Yes, so, and Luka Modric might also be going to the Saudi Arabian League. So should this happen, then it's going to be one of the interesting match. Ronaldo will have some counterpart that he will be playing with and have a very good football games there. All right, so we're still in England. Let's do some interesting news from Daniel Amate. Yes, Amate's side, Leicester City, went on relegation after the last day of the Premier League, and yesterday, this is an exclusive one coming from the Besiktas. Yes, who are in the Turkish capital, Besiktas. Yes, they've opened negotiation with Daniel Amate, and Amate might be going to Besiktas this particular season to play his trade. So that will be an interesting one. We'll bring in you more details from that as well. And still Champions League coming on. We have some interesting Champions League news coming on. Yes, the referee, yes, who is supposed to be in the dugout for this particular, in the middle of the pitch for this particular Champions League, had a very interesting conversation that came yesterday, that he traveled all the way to Poland for a conference, a political conference, that they were not supposed to actually be involved in politics, but it came out that there were conversations that he should be given the sack. Yes, that the name of the referee is Simon, Marinik, who will remain as the UEFA Champions League final referee, following a lengthy apology and clarification about his appearance at a far-right conference in Poland. It's a political conference that they were not expecting actually a referee who has a very important mind to be in the midst of the political issue. So that was an interesting conversation that it's surfacing on the social media. But UEFA had to come out that and says that it's an anti-discrimination group have requested that Simon will still be the referee for the coming Champions League. All right, final. All right, so that is interesting one. And let's go to Denmark, and do some interesting news coming from there. Ernest Nyama, the new chap called to the national team yesterday, was voted for as the best player for the Danish league. So interestingly, this young chap has really proven that he's really up for the task after his short spell with the under 23 side, qualifying them for the African Cup of Nations. Yes, so we'll be bringing you more details on that as well. And let's do some news coming from Nigeria. Yes, Saka, the key player for Arsenal, yesterday traveled all the way from England to visit his home country, and there are still people questioning why he posted a picture of him being in the slums. Yes, and they were saying that there's a lot of interesting places in Nigeria that you could sell to the world, but selling this place to the world might deter people from going to Nigeria. So as an ambassador for the cleanliness and peace in the world, he should at least try his best and give that information to the world. Yes, and Lionel Messi will be playing his last game after confirmed by the coach that his last game will be against Clermont Foot in this particular their last game for today. So Messi will be saying goodbye to the PSG Ultras. That's the fans of PSG who have been on his neck since day one. Now he's saying goodbye to them, and still his where he'll be playing his trade next season is still unknown in the news. All right, so interesting. Yesterday there was a podcast conversation that happened among some English chaps. Yes, Antonio, yes, of West Ham, and I think one player also in there as well had a conversation, a very detailed conversation of they were just having a conversation, and they made mention of Richarlison of Tottenham Hotspur, who has really scored only 4 goals and 3 have been ruled offside. So the 3 ruled offside, all he always take the shit, and I think they were just making fun of it, not really as in a personal banter, but the chap had to come out and also tweet that they should ask the 2 players in the studio how many World Cup goals do they have. So that is question. it's very interesting. They wanted how many goals do both have in the World Cup. So it's throwing a question to them, but I think they were just saying it in a limelight that but they took it different angle. And still, let's do some interesting news today. I'm very happy for this particular news because Calvin De Bruyne, yes, of Manchester City, yesterday was given their UEFA license A certificate. Yes, he passed out with other 3 players. So probably we might be seeing Company and De Bruyne as assistant and head coach for Manchester City sometime to come. All right, so that is an interesting one. Yes, coming in from that angle. Yes, and still in the English Premier League, let's do some interesting news. Brighton, Wolverhampton, yes, yesterday released. It's a very sad one. Yeah, they had the trolls that will be releasing from their contract. Yes, that is João Martinho and Diego Costa will leave as free agents after decisions were made and announced. Yes, and Adama Traore's contract set to expire too, but the club director guarantees we did like to keep him. We certainly be trying. We can keep him. Yes, remember this particular young chap had offers from Tottenham Hotspur, and he nearly went on to Tottenham, but had to go to Barcelona and did so well in his first season. We don't know what happened. I had to just return back. So we'll be giving you more details on that as well, and doing some interesting one. Yes, the Ghana, the U20. Yes, I think that's the U20 WAFU Zone B is still happening, and the final is against Ghana and Nigeria. Yes, will be happening today in Kumasi, 4 p.m. Yes, we'll be doing an interesting one. We have a female pundit in the studio. Maybe we'll be asking a few thoughts on that as well later on the show. And the Ghana Premier League today will be an interesting one, because should Mediama win their game, automatically they qualify to win the league trophy as well, and also qualify for the Champions League. Yes, so interestingly, it will be coming to an end very soon. Yes, 11 June will be the final match day for the Ghana Premier League. The Women's League ended, I think, on 12th May. Yes, interesting. The Premier League ended on 12th May, and the MTN FA Cup will be taking on 18th June as well, and the Women's FA Cup also will be happening on 18th June. Yes, interestingly, and the Division 1 zone match, the final match will happen tomorrow. Yes, all the final matches for Division 1 games will be happening tomorrow. Yes, and we'll be bringing you the fixtures for the Ghana Premier League as well. All right, so today there's some interesting matches that will be coming on today, and the match day 33, King Fires will be taking on Legon Cities today, and Dreams FC and Accra Great Olympics, the landlords, yes, will be having an interesting match, and Accra Lions also will be taking on Kumasi and the Kotoko. It's a very interesting one. Should Kotoko win this match, they can go on a third position on the league log. So we'll be bringing you more details on that. And tomorrow, Accra Heart of 4 will be taking on Royal Tamale United in the Accra Sports Stadium. Kotoko Royals will be taking on Tamale City. FC Samatex will be taking on Mediama FC, and Karela United also be taking on BBN Gold Stars. Bechem United and Brekum Chelsea. It's a half-full derby. Yes, we'll be bringing you details on that as well. Instructorman FC will be taking on Adriana FC. So that will be all for today. We'll be going for a quick commercial, but when we come back, we'll be delving into a proper analysis and conversation from Pandit. I'll introduce them to you shortly, then we'll go. Don't go anywhere, stay right with us. And before you go for this break, remember that we've been sponsored by Kwadu Farms. Yes, they deal in all poultry accessories. If you're a novice out there, you want to go into poultry, you can contact them and they'll give you proper consultation. And they sell their old chicks, they sell broilers, broiler meat, turkey, any poultry product that you want, organic ones, you can go out there and purchase them. You can contact them on 0245 990000. Yeah, 0245 990000. And you can check them also on their social media platform, that is Kwadu Farm, or on their website www.kwadufarms.com. all right, so we'll be taking a quick commercial, but when we're back, we'll be delving into this particular interesting conversation.
Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up
right, so stand up for the champions. Yes, it's going to be an interesting one today. Yes, I have Mr. Dave. Yes, Mr. Dave in the studio today. Is a astute Manchester City fan. Yes, and an executive for Manchester City Ghana. Yes, a very near executive in there. So he'll be telling us a lot about the club and also how things went. He's a football analyst as well, so we'll be taking few details from that as well. And also Mr. Bannerman, Mr. Richard Bannerman. Yes, the rich man. Yes, I'll be taking some details. Astute Manchester United fan and a football pundit and analyst as well. So I'll be taking some clue on the Ghana Premier League as well as we'll be doing some interesting ones, the news that we share today. Good morning, seniors.
Good morning to you.
Yes, we hope everything is fine. I know you have a lot up on your sleeve that you wish to share, but we'll take it one after the other. So just calm down for me. I know that the heat is on. The heat is on for who do the double and who do the treble. So that will be an interesting conversation today. Yes, Mr. Bannerman, I'll take this from you. Looking at your coach Eric Ten Hag since he came in this particular season, it started from last season and this season. Looking at the improvement, the development, what's your take on that? On him, do you think he still fits for the United job?
Eric, good morning to you, and then our listeners out there, and then our viewers. Because I have people who are watching on Facebook, and then a lot of people also are listening on the radio. So a very big good morning to everybody, and then hopefully let's get the show interactive. Okay, all right. Eric, Manchester United had been a big club for a while. Okay, until we decided to bring in a coach who is fit for purpose. Okay, now the dynamics are being changed or has been changing. Okay, good. Now Eric Ten Hag came in. This is his first season at Manchester United. Okay,
all right. I think it's second season. Second season. The first one was when Ronaldo
was there. Then
so this is the second.
No, this is first season.
No. When
Hag's first season. This is his
for real.
first season. For real.
Okay.
Ronaldo left in January.
Yes.
This is his first season.
Okay. I think we. Wow, interestingly, that is. Okay, so
This is Eric Ten Hag's first season.
First season
as Manchester United.
Okay, so when he took over
from Ralph Rangnick, who was
interim coach before the end of the season.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
So this season is his full season.
It is not his full season.
His
first season at Manchester United.
All right. Okay.
So let's get the record straight.
I think. Okay. Wow, interesting.
Now, he managed to place on third position.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you can check your.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he had the most clean sheets.
Oh yeah. That's why the year won the best keeper.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, and then you see, he managed to play or place on the third position of the most conceded goals in the league.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic record.
That is
third most fewest conceded
clubs to concede. Okay, all right.
You understand?
Okay.
And then he had only one defeat at home.
Oh yeah.
It's an incredible record.
It's a fortress. No,
Exactly.
your home. What's the name?
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford is a fortress.
Exactly.
It has been like that for a while.
But then he has been, let's say, old Trafford for a very long. You understand?
Yes.
Old Trafford for a very long time.
Exactly.
Until Eric Ten Hag came, and then came to install that glories, that old glories, as we knew back in the days, Sir Alex Ferguson era, when Manchester United was fortress at Old Trafford. So it tells you that this manager has really worked. And look, they need to back him. Do you understand? That is why I am of view that the Glazers should sell the club to shake. I am coming. Hold on.
I know you have a lot. You go ahead. Let me give you some time.
Let me finish with the submission.
Sure.
That is why I am of view that he should be backed.
Okay.
Not just backed by anybody, but the people who understand the business aspects of the game.
All right.
You understand? You are a City. My brother here is a City fan. You can attest.
Today I'm a neutral fan.
Person.
Good,
No
thank
problem,
you.
I understand. Look at what the Sheikh Mansour are doing
Oh yeah.
for Manchester City.
Look at Newcastle.
Incredible. You see, that is why I'm saying, look, the Glazers, it's time for them to leave. It's been long overdue.
They've done a lot for the club.
What?
What? They've done a lot for the club.
You see?
So no.
You see, wait. Credit to Cristiano Ronaldo for that interview he did.
That distracted the whole team.
Exactly. So Cristiano Ronaldo came out to open our eyes that look, the Glazers are still messing up the club. How can Cristiano Ronaldo leave Manchester United to Real Madrid to Juventus and then he come back to Manchester
and things
United,
are still the same.
and still
things are still the same.
He goes to the training ground and then see those dirty swimming pools, those dirty kitchen.
But he said things he could even afford.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, things
This
he
is
could even afford.
absolutely shambolic from the Glazers family.
That is why Ten Hag started benching him.
Exactly. No.
So you see where we'll come there.
Wait. It
Okay.
was after. It was after his, dipped form, and then
Exactly.
Ten Hag decided to. You see, it was a right call from Ten Hag. Look, we all know that Ronaldo is not the Ronaldo we know.
No,
You
yeah.
understand? And then the man needs results. Do you get it? So he had no option to bench him. Right? Back to my point. So you see, sell the club. Glazers sell the club to Sheikh Jasmine.
No, but wait. It's not only Sheikh Jasmine who is also vying to buy the club.
I understand.
There's this bring your name. Oh
What
God.
is it? Jim Ratcliffe.
Jim Good.
Wow.
Why? He's also buying to invest into the club.
Do you know that he owns a club in France?
Yeah, no. United fans are being envious of Manchester United, Manchester City, and Newcastle progress.
Eric,
Be honest to yourself.
No, wait. You know that this man owns.
Yeah, own a club in France. Yes.
What is the situation?
No. Let me tell you. City. No. The City group of company also owns clubs. We have a club in Belgium, Louvain. We have 1-2 in France, Troyes also. Yeah, you don't even hear of them, but the focus is on Manchester City. Exactly, because it's a big brand.
Thank you. You said the focus is where.
Yes. So should this
have only one goal? Only goal is to
destroy
the Manchester City. And then they are doing it.
Yes.
Doing it. They are destroying the
No,
Manchester
but Mr. Baraman, yes.
Quote unquote, they are destroying Manchester
City.
The city of Manchester is now belonging to the blue side.
Who should it have been belonging to?
So that is why
long ago we even had to support you at a point.
Exactly. So sell the club to this man.
No.
The club to
Sell it. No, Mr. Baraman. Let me come in. Before we come to Dave, let me come in. No, wait, Mr. Baraman. See, let me be honest to you. You can purchase a club, right? Look at what is happening at PSG. That is one. You can have all the means, all the money to purchase a club, but if you are not able to run it properly, might be a very big challenge. Looking at Manchester City as it stands now, one of the best run clubs in the world.
Absolutely.
Looking at how things are going, how they are letting players go, and you don't even feel the players' absence. Meanwhile, they are top-notch players, and they do essentials very well. They get money in there as well, and everything is going on as well. Looking at how they are running their books and stuff like that, it should tell you that they are actually doing something fantastic. PSG has all the money and now they are struggling.
They are lacking structures.
Good. I'm coming in. What shows that Sheikh Yasmin is coming to purchase the club? What assurance do you have that it's going to be like Manchester City? No.
Eric, these people, the Qataris, I'm talking about the Qataris. We all saw what they did last year. Okay, they hosted the whole world. Nobody thought they could do it to this higher standard, right? They did remarkably well. Okay, are you telling me that these people will come to Manchester and then mess up with the way the Glazers are messing up? Do you think these people will come in and then mess up? It will never happen. That is why I'm saying, look, I've seen Sheikh's, okay, I've seen Sheikh's structure or the proposals and the plans that he has for Manchester United. You look at the Sheikh's home and you look at Serge Mourakli's home.
Looking at the proposal.
Listen, if you are a Glazer family and you say you love Manchester United, just sell the club to Sheikh. That is what we need.
All right. So
we need somebody. We need somebody who will rise up and say, Manchester City, enough is enough.
We are coming back to
for a very long time.
No. That is, you want to be like us.
That is the whole point. Come on.
We are the pace setters.
Yes, I think we'll come to that. No, if we are going back to history, then you have no match. No. History talking of.
We have won
exactly because
nobody has won.
Let me be factual here. Today I wanted to be neutral,
so we
don't
need to shiver.
No, see, we don't need to. There are a lot of people watching us right now. Exactly, a lot of comments coming in, but let me be factual here. See, in the 80s, in the 80s, 70s, before the Glazers came into Manchester United, City were dominating a lot of fronts. At the point, City had to even give you players for a lot of champions. When you had a Munichi incident and a lot that, City also had to come in. We even have to give you our pitch. I've forgotten the name of the pitch. Those days, City has been like a big brother to you. So the money, the money came in and you started dominating the European front. The same thing that has happened. Tables have now shifted, and
the tables will come back.
All right. So interesting. This is from Mr. Barnaman. Yeah, we'll be taking some few comments from Mr. Dave. Yes, Mr. Dave. Good morning once again. Yes, how are things in the family?
The family is fine. Eric, good morning to your viewers and your listeners.
Interestingly, thank you. Looking at what Pep Guardiola has been able to achieve in the Manchester City setup since he came to the Etihad from 2016 down to dates, and now he's been able to get us the feel of winning trophies every season. This might be the season that we might do the treble, right? Do you think Pep Guardiola has to stay if we are not able to do the treble?
They should just give him 20 years.
Or not, he still be the best. Why that assertion though? Well, how come? Yes, but the main focus for Manchester City as it stands now is the Champions League, and Pep Guardiola has been in the England terrain for, I think this is the sixth years, and he hasn't really. We've been to the final once, semi-final twice, yes, and going into a game today. Next week. What do you make of this? Should Pep not win it? Should it be given the sack?
That's what I'm saying. Whether he wins it or not, he should extend his contract to 20 years, 20 more years.
Yes, so he can still be in Etihad and match up Ferguson's record.
Of course, that is what we want.
Yes, in fact, he won the best coach for the year in the English Premier League, best coach of the year.
I saw Ferguson giving him the award.
Yes, and Ferguson
wasn't
happy. Yes, because he made a comment that Pep Guardiola coming into the league will actually struggle.
Yeah.
Yes, so making a comment like that and seeing the progress of Pep Guardiola in the league, I should tell you the kind of caliber he is. But looking at all this, the money spent on players, everything that has been involving and all that, do you really think that this City setup can do the treble this season?
Eric, this season we've been the best team so far. And our style of play has changed also. When you look at our previous performances compared to this season, we've done extremely well. You understand? We've been so good this season, beating the likes of Bayern Munich,
yeah,
beating Real Madrid,
Leipzig, the road to the final really has been
was very tough.
Tough, yeah.
Very tough. Yes, we deserve it.
Yeah.
Because we really deserve it.
No, nobody is saying you don't deserve it. You deserve it.
But do you think this team can do the treble?
You've worked
I
hard for
think
it.
I'm 100% sure.
It will not happen.
It will happen.
United will put the base.
And I just get a comment from a fan asking if I should ask you if you think we will still need signing coming next season. We should do some signing because probably Cancelo might be coming back. Do you think it's ideal that we will still go into the market to make new signing? Because looking at what happened last season, we were only able to sign only one player, that is Erling Haaland and Akanji. Yes, yes, we had Alvarez was signed already. We had to came and Ortega, 4 of them. But
No,
looking, Calvin Phillips, no, was there last year. Yeah. No. It was part, I think, 5. Yeah. Looking at all of them, it's only Haaland that has rise to the occasion. Although Alvarez has really tried, but only Calvin Phillips that has rise to the occasion. Haaland that has rise to the occasion. Do you think that City should still go into the market coming next season?
Okay. During the summer, the only player City needs, or the place they have to fix, is the left back. We need a natural left back.
Okay.
Yes, that is the only player, if I'm to recommend for the team, they should buy. And I learned Alphonso Davies wants to leave.
Yeah, Bayern. Yeah.
I'm praying people fasten up things and then get him.
Yeah. Taking clue from what Mr. Bannerman was saying ahead earlier, that looking at when since Sheikh took over the club and the progress they've where they are now, do you think lacking Champions League makes the success of Manchester City complete?
Well,
I know it's a tough one.
It's a very tough one.
Do you think it makes it complete? As in, they've done. City have gotten to where we can rub shoulders with the likes of United. Even Chelsea has 2 Champions League. City has none. As Nottingham Forest has it. Aston Villa has it. City has none. Upon all the expenditures and money going into it.
Whether we win the Champions League or not, we will still be 2-0.
Yes.
When they shout, we will shout.
Interesting. But looking at the investment that has come into the team, do you think Champions League is the hallmark for the?
Of course. It's every club's dream or every player's dream.
Yes. So back down to the question of, if we don't win the Champions League this season, do you think Pep Guardiola should be given the sack?
No, I don't think so.
You still stand for the 20 years? 20 years extension for Pep Guardiola. That is an interesting one. All right, so we'll be coming back again. We'll be doing some interesting one.
Sure.
Madam Stella, how are you?
I'm good.
Right. I think the weather is also cool like that. Yes. Today you just met Manchester City and a United fan coming in. I hope you've been following what is happening. They are playing the FA Cup final today. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. What's your take? Who do you think will actually win this particular FA Cup?
It's possible for City to win, but it will be a tough one.
Why is it possible for City to win? Because it's 11 against 11. Manchester City will be parading 11 teams, 11 men, and the same as Manchester City. Why do you think? Or do you think is the influence of the coach that can take the decision on the day?
Yeah, it can be, because looking at this match, Real Madrid and City match,
exactly.
We all thought it would be something
different, exactly.
It came out
how
So it's possible for City to win, and maybe it can be about the coach.
Yeah, the players.
The players to those days.
Mm-hmm. And not cutting you. Looking at Manchester City, should they win this? They've already won the League Cup. Should they win this? They are winning the what's the name? The FA Cup, Champions League as well. So they will do the treble. Do you think it's possible for them to do the treble, or you doubt?
Me myself, I don't wish for them to take.
Oh, okay. Why? Which team do you support? No.
Because I wish they can take to this one.
Yes.
FA Cup.
Okay.
Champions League.
Are you a Chelsea fan or
I'm a Real Madrid fan.
That is why. Okay, so he's still mourning what happened. We are sorry for that.
But as for the Champions League today, they have to try and take it, because this is their first time.
Exactly. Then they need to
have
just
to force. Me, I don't think they can take any.
This is the time or some of this time they are any possible beam. And Crawford Casa going to Chelsea last 2 years against Chelsea or final, no. But looking at how things turn up, no Chelsea edgy here, and Crawford Casa on my last Champions League final, and then the on my could final, no. So you think still that we need a who this on man you are on Champions League on Bejiani.
I don't think it will be possible for them to take it because we are more brave.
Yeah. Because almost share Bayern.
This Real Madrid.
Bayern
big things. So it's tough for them.
Yeah.
I said
so they should just go out and take it. All right, so we're coming to that. That is interesting one coming from Madam Stella. Yes, as a sports pundit and a sports analyst as well. So going forward, we'll be taking her view on a lot of conversation. Yes, Mr. Bannerman. Once again, I come to you. I know it's an interesting one, interesting conversation. I want you to delve a bit into what Manchester City, Mr. Manchester City said. That's Dave. Yes, he said that. I asked from the view that looking at what Manchester City has been able to achieve, should they have lost a hand on the Champions League, would the club still be classified as one of the best in the world?
You look, okay, before I go on, I have friends who are watching us all the way from France.
Okay.
So shout out to them. And then a senior colleague, Frank AKUFO-ADDO from
interesting one. Thank you.
He's now in Germany, so he's been a big brother to me. So Frank, shout out to you in Germany. He's also a Manchester United fan anyway.
Today they are all going to cry anyway.
All right, so you see, I told you about what Sheikh Mansour had done for Manchester City ever since they took in charge of the club. And then I made mention of that. You see, because of that, sell the club to Sheikh. Because I know what they are doing. Look, it is very good. It will take anybody who is a bias to say that what City are doing is no good. No, they are doing something really good. Something that we need to commend them. Okay, look at the change they've brought to Manchester City. Look at what they've been achieved. You understand? I've forgotten the year, but then you see, Pep Guardiola said something. Okay, he said something. He said, he is there to make a change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is there to make a change. I've forgotten the year that he made that comment. He is there to make a change, and then indeed the change has come. Okay, so whether he wins the treble or he doesn't win it, to me, he has done a huge job. Okay?
No, but just a quick one. Look, Champions League is what I'm looking at.
Okay,
good.
Coming.
Okay,
come
on there. Come on there for me. It's very interesting for
very
me.
Important because
yes.
you're a City fan.
No, I beg you. I'm a patriotic Ghanaian. Today I'm in my.
Please.
All right.
Viewers and the listeners know who you are.
I'm a diehard Ghana Black Stars.
The dynamics. The seat you are
It's just changing the whole thing.
That is all. Okay. So back to it. You see, City are building, okay, and then they are doing something good. Look, whether they win the Champions League or not, I'm saying that they have done very well.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Whether they win it or not, City have done well. For them, within the space of a decade, right? In the space of a decade, look at how they've dominated. Right? Look at how they've dominated the league. It took only Manchester United to do that. Right? And then City are doing it. So it's just a matter of time. If he doesn't win the Champions League next week, no problem. Just give the man time. I love Pep. Though I'm a Manchester United fan, I love Pep. I love his mentality of the game. Okay? And I love the way he transformed the team each and every season. Right? Some of the tactics I've never seen before, but this man will manage to manufacture some one or two tactics, and then it will suit the players.
Now, John Stones is now a DM, a solid one, and you can't even predict where.
You see that?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Just give him time. It will take time for this thing to mature.
But do you think he can win the Champions League this season?
I mean, he can do it. Listen, the Champions League have a history that if you are a first timer, okay, and then you find your way to the finals, there's no way you win.
Okay.
It happened to Chelsea.
Yeah, it happened to City
United
as well.
The first time they lost to Manchester United, but the second time they went to Bayern Munich, and then they won. Right?
Yeah. It's true.
Look.
So all indications is that history backing it exactly.
History is backing Manchester City right now. Right? They just have to go there and enjoy their game.
Yes, and before you continue, what I've realized is that before you win the Champions League, you need to beat all the big guys, all the big teams.
Of course. And you've done that.
Yes,
You've beaten Bayern Munich. You've beaten Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Exactly. You've beaten Bayern Munich, and then these are the power.
And it's not like beating them just one goal,
it doesn't come as easy. It doesn't come as easy as that.
Yeah.
You understand? So City have the chance to win it, and then when they win it, it's simple. When City win this thing, it will give the green light to the Glazers that sell the club.
No. So you are still on the view that wait. No, but I still have a problem with you on that. See, the Glazers have been fantastic for Manchester. United. No. Since listen,
let us not deceive ourselves.
Like Real Madrid and Perez. Let's be honest to each other.
Eric.
Okay.
Let us not deceive the public. We are here to educate, inform, and entertain them. Right?
Yes.
Look, have you been to Old Trafford before?
Not yet. But soon
you need to go there.
And see,
especially when it is rainy season. You need to go there.
So you are comparing them to Kotoko because Kotoko also.
I'm not look at what Daniel Levy has done for Tottenham.
Oh, look at Manchester City. They have one of the best facilities.
The best facilities.
The best facilities.
So what stops the Glazers to do the same thing?
Because the money is coming in, they are getting the rewards.
They are taking their money to America. Tell the fans, tell the listeners.
Listen.
They make the money in Manchester and they take it to the America.
No, but before
sell the club, it means that you don't have any proper plan for the club.
No,
but your training grounds. Huh?
Yes.
Look at your swimming pool, dirty swimming pool for 2 decades. It's still there. You understand?
Yes.
And look, I'm coming, but then listen, when you were doing your stories, I heard you mention Saudi Pro League. Saudi Pro League. Look, it tells you that these Arabs, they mean business.
They mean business very, very well.
That is why I am saying that let this man Sheikh take the club because he's a businessman, and he will not come and take a club like a Manchester United, one of the most valuable teams in the whole world. We are second to Real Madrid, just 6 million euros. Yes, Manchester United is worth 6 billion pounds.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the whole world. I think they are Forbes. They are now topping the list after then Real Madrid comes. I think City is on the 4th or 3rd or so. Yeah.
So do you think that Sheikh will come and take a club, a valuable club like this, and then mess up? No way. He will not do that. He will not do that. He's a businessman.
No, but let's not withstand the fact that traditional play rules.
I am of view.
Okay.
And I've seen it. And I know what these Arabs can do.
Okay.
It's strictly business. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no way they will fail.
Sure, they are doing business, but traditional comes to play here.
I understand.
United, for instance, is not like City.
Newcastle is a traditional club.
Good, I'm coming in. Looking at Newcastle. Newcastle is
look at how the Saudis have managed to propel the club. And then look at how attractive Newcastle is right now.
No, you are talking from emotions.
I am not talking from emotions. I am not talking talking from emotions. I am only telling the truth. And that is the gospel truth.
No,
The
but
Glazers must sell the club and leave.
And-
Go to America
and
do whatever.
Dave,
That is what you
Dave,
belong.
Dave, what you say?
Leave
Banner.
You know what?
Football for us.
No, wait, Bannerman. Wait.
It's here. They can sell the club. But then the people to run the club is the problem. You understand?
Before
That's City is doing so well now.
see, let me come in.
to run the club.
Dave, let me come in. No,
I ran
in the club. Yes,
professionally.
Yeah.
exactly. That is what you're expecting.
It will
But
happen.
you guys were no.
Look,
Now
Why do you think Sir Jim Ratcliffe will do well? Look at this football club in France. They are sacking him. They are telling him to leave.
Yeah.
no.
He has nothing.
Today, let me be factual to you. They are using this man. No, they are using this man to raise the bid from the sheikhs.
Oh, of course it will happen.
That is what they are doing. You remember that anytime sheikh presents a bid, this man from nowhere will come, will increase the bid.
Yeah.
Then sheikh will go back, draw structure again, come back again. At the point, it was more than what they were. And the United fans were thinking, oh, this is the final end. For this one, they will just release the club. And the man came again with another bid.
Yeah.
God bless you. So you've confirmed that no.
No. It's a business aspect. But I just want us to. No, I just want us to base on this. No, okay, fine. Let's.
This billion is whooping amount of money.
No, let's
You
base
bought
on
the
this.
club for how many? The shares.
Exactly. That's where I'm coming in.
$5.7 million dollars or how many?
Pounds.
Pounds.
But no, wait. But wait.
Hey,
Since when? Since when the Glazers took over Manchester United?
I think somewhere in 2007.
Thank you. 2007 till date. Look at the trophies United has won, the players they've been able to establish, the name they've been able to establish for themselves.
Because they had a man they couldn't manipulate in the person of Sir Alex
Ferguson. No, wait. But Ferguson, no, Ferguson at the point was buying all the top players in the league.
Exactly.
Where was the money coming from?
It was coming from the Glazers.
Good. So the Glazers
Ferguson was
see,
powerful.
Ferguson has
Ferguson
been.
was powerful than the Glazers. He tells you do this and then you do it.
No, that was
But
when.
still,
That was when. Let me tell you something. Looking at what Pep Guardiola is doing at Manchester City,
Yes,
now Pep
Yes.
is powerful in the sense that he's bringing in the results.
Exactly.
So Ferguson then was also bringing in the results.
So it is the same thing. It is the same thing Pep Guardiola is doing for Man.
So look at what is happening now. From 2007 to you win trophies upon trophies, giving a lot of.
I'm not happy.
Yes.
We are not satisfied.
Oh my God!
We are not
What
satisfied.
again do you want to be like? Looking at look at Real Madrid.
Remain the top.
Look at what Perez is doing at Real Madrid. See, they do elections. Sometimes you go on a post. Nobody even contests Perez.
Because that man is powerful.
Very powerful and influential in the game, and he's giving they are getting the results. Madrid lost the Champions League against City, and it's like just one of those matches.
Because they are 13 times champions.
14 times.
14.
Point of correction. 14.
Sorry.
Yes, they are correcting 14 times, and Madridista is correcting you. That's so.
They want
See,
them to do the
15, but we will stop them. We will take it anyway. There's
next season.
Eric, wait. Let's cut this conversation on Manchester United.
all right. We'll be coming to Africa. We haven't even started.
But
Yes, let's take emotions
I'm
out.
just- I am just telling all the United fans that look, it is not over yet. Don't give up. Okay, come on. We've
But
seen
Manchester,
success.
no, Dave.
We've seen it before. Look, the way it's just that the way that the club is being managed is unprofessional, and then we need change. It is only change.
So without Ronaldo's
Make
interview,
fans.
you will still be loving the club.
Oh, of course. I've been supporting United.
So Ronaldo has now opened the eyes of the fans.
Exactly. He just opened. He says, "Look, I left this club."
What makes you
some
think
years
what
back.
Ronaldo is saying is true?
Is the truth.
Because Ronaldo is a player.
Ghana
At the
Suske-
point, he was finding a way to lead the club.
Wait. Only Kanasuke can
Yeah.
confirm that.
Okay, yes, I think he also had an interview.
Just few
but
months.
I just don't want us to
He
take.
came back to confirm that look, the Glazers are the problem with the Manchester United, and it's clearly look. They brought in a good manager, right? They were not in support of it. You know it.
Yeah.
They were not in support of it. Ralph Rangnick says,
Yeah.
no, let this man do the
The
job.
Gengen person.
Exactly. But it didn't happen. But then he did very well by recommending Eric Ten Hag. But the Glazers didn't want him. They want somebody else. They wanted Pochettino. You know it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was no. Sometimes you should get their point of view from some angles.
You know, Eric. We are fed up with the ownership of Manchester. After the game today, sell the club, made the announcement. If you are giving it to the Sheikh, give it to him.
What is delaying them?
Exactly. You see why? You
No. You are a United fan, so we are.
You see, they don't want to leave because
they've invested and they've pushed in a lot to the club.
How much have they invested?
United at the point were buying the big players in the league.
Exactly.
They brought in Lukaku. How much was Lukaku? They brought in Pogba. Look at Anthony. Look at the price tags for Maguire, Fred, and the rest.
They were buying foolishly. They were buying foolishly. They were not.
Alright, so that is the interesting one. Yes, wait.
Enough of this. Look, let's get into the game. Seriously.
No, I'm coming. I want to just everybody. You're in a hurry. Just give me a minute. I want to take a view on this. Yes, Dave. Yes, looking at you had something to say about what you were saying initially about the sale of Manchester United and who should come and take over. You are a City fan. City at a point where from 2008 were no club that you can even reckon with in the league. So until the Sheikhs took over, Sheikh Mansour came in and took over Manchester, they could see the progress that they've been able to achieve for the past 11-10 years down the line. They've really been top notch club. Do you think you were talking of structures and all that? Do you think should Sheikh Jasmine, right, take over Manchester United, they will be up to the tax like where the Manchester City is now?
Okay, when they sell the team to Sheikh, the most important thing is the people to run the club.
Exactly, you made mention of that. That is why I wanted to get your view on that. Yes.
Because when you go in for people who understand modern football now, things to do and things not to do, to help you to excel and come to the level City and then the rest are now.
Okay. So yours is based on the management. If they sell the club and you don't get the right people to manage the affairs of the club, it will still be cost 90.
That is it.
All right. So that is an interesting submission from Mr. Dave. Yeah, Madam Stella. Manchester United is for sale. It's already publicly announced it's for sale.
Somewhere last year, you came in publicly.
You know the funny.
And you are selling the club.
Yes.
So what is holding you?
Even it was the pressure from the fans.
Exactly.
That resulted in you see they were doing demonstration and all that.
Because
I want
the fans know that what is going on?
You being a Madrid fan, a Madrid star, looking at Perez, Florentino Perez, what he has done in Madrid with me, named trophies, election crash still go unopposed. Looking at Manchester United this year, they are not that team that we used to know. Do you think it's the right thing for them to sell the clubs to the Sheikhs, the Arabians now, like what Manchester is doing? And do you think that they can get to the level of Manchester City and Real Madrid as they used to be?
Yeah. Like
it's possible that way.
Because look at this team, Newcastle.
Newcastle, yes. Just a year after purchase, it wasn't maybe about right now.
But right now,
they are doing well. No, but see, Newcastle hasn't really buy any marquee signings like that. Yes, it's just average players, but just a good coach. Yes, that is managing. See, that's why I don't want to attribute their success to this the Sheikhs who purchased them. They are they are really good.
Now the system is working.
Now the system is working for them. Yes, still on you.
I've been implementing very well.
We'll come to
they are getting the results.
Don't worry, we'll come to the FA Cup itself. Looking at how Real Madrid this season, Amkoye Sa, Omutumiji Copa del Rey, that is the only trophy. Do you think, say, that your reign has come to an end in world football and ultimately dominating because Barcelona won the league and although it wasn't the best. And looking at as it stands, rumors says that Karim Benzema might be leaving, Luka Modric might be leaving, some of Toni Kroos things are not. Yeah. Look, do you think, say, this season, what really happened? When I Madrid tell us this season, then I'm a Newman Koyesa, I'm a Madrid.
Yeah. The problem we have this season is striking.
Strikers, exactly. Because Benzema injury now Obiano, but Vinicius has been one of the best.
Yes. Right now, I'm a fan of Benzema. I'm only
crowd, but
right now
difficult.
I want Benzema to go.
Why?
Because Nancy
on and off.
on Nancy
Bomu exactly in Shibo.
First, no.
Yeah. No,
So,
but
and
not forget
it's
to
not-
Oni so.
Yeah. And then no so now I'm down for and I said no now I'm bringing it to one.
Okay.
We can move further next season. But the thing is, me they be yes you keep your idea back one one way bedu baby be go anymore.
See exactly.
So
yeah.
one a cover be no be
It's
so bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
okay.
looking at Real Madrid setup now, they have, I think the whole league, they had a lot of the young players on the first team. Yeah. And see
Someone like
Rodrigo, Vinicius, this young chap left back, Champions League, what's the name? Kamavinga and the rest, and they have the to talk good players. Initially, but looking at how things are going,
they are performing well.
Wow.
So I think, and yes, maybe this season,
To me, with Madrid, player they need, or the only place they should add up
Mbappe.
Striking
position, and I think
they
somebody
need
a guy like Militao,
yeah.
like this. That guy is now saying
on performing
or no or higher.
They need a prolific
striker.
Look,
Benzema challenging.
look,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come in. Yeah.
Madrid will come back good.
You sure?
Oh, we know.
Listen, Florentino Perez.
See,
He's
smart.
He's a big man.
He's smart.
Business. Look,
Yeah.
he will come back. Listen, the focus now is at the Bernabeu Stadium.
Yeah. I
That-
think so.
When that
It's complete.
When that project is complete,
It's true.
look,
One more sit down Tom Akin signing for like 3 years.
Look,
Just
look. Let's not
big
waste
boys.
our time on this. Look, the man is a businessman.
yeah.
He understands football.
Onimdoye
Economics,
pa.
he knows everything. I say Real Madrid will come back
Okay.
next season. Watch out for Madrid. Okay,
Will be
unless
season.
they are talking to Karim Benzema.
Yes.
Benzema
Yes.
is likely to stay,
yeah.
one more year.
One more year. Yes, it's
Very
likely.
good.
Yeah.
Now they are bringing in another striker, which is Firmino.
Mm-hmm.
Firmino
I
is a
think
free
this guy
agent.
too is coming, Jude Bellingham.
Bellingham. Yeah. Bellingham is already actually 90% confirmed.
It's a done deal.
Yes, 90% confirmed.
It's a done deal.
And see, let me tell you one story about this. Me, I always use Manchester City as a case study for some of these projects. Looking at Pep, when Pep took over Manchester City, they were having the Yaya Toure, Zabaleta company, Penny 4, and Okofa, Sani, like those young chaps, and Obi replace you. You wouldn't see, say, oh yeah, but before you realize, no, we had a team.
Exactly.
That is what
That's
Omuyo.
what Florentino
Hey, almost all the young players, it's serious.
Yeah, you see,
Very Kamavinga, Chomeni, yes.
are young guys. who are
Vinicius, Rodrigo, Oko bench crowd, young players at the bench, Valverde them, like young players.
I'm saying, say Real Madrid.
They can dominate for long,
Real
eh?
Madrid is not finished. They will come. Let's not waste our time. we are talking about Florentino Perez. Come on.
We do massive, yes. So, Brother Stella, we'll find out where Madrid will definitely come back. This might not be so. I think let's hope that this season they will get some good signings. Now, to me, are fighting with Barcelona, because looking at how things stand, Barcelona they are facing challenge because of financial issue and here and there. And Messi coming back to the La Liga. What's your take on that?
Messi will not come.
He's going to.
Are you sure?
There is no way Messi will
He
come
has
back
already
to
bought
Barca
a house
again.
in
No,
Miami.
yes, no. Miami deal, no. In the sense, I almost say, Barcelona can't purchase.
They just fired their coach.
In
Yeah.
the person of
It's jealousy that is killing them because
that is what is happening to Manchester United. Anyway, so all right, so let's go for a quick commercial break. When we're back, yes, we'll be taking you to the FA Cup, and we'll do some interesting. And the 20 World Cup is also in the corner. There's some interesting news twist coming in from the Under 20 World Cup. It's left with only one African country in there, so we'll just take a quick view on that as well, and we'll be doing some Ghana Premier League quickly, and the Waffle Zone B Women's Under 20 Women's final happening today. So we're going for a quick commercial break, but we'll be taking a lot of details. Don't forget, we are being sponsored by Kwadu Farms. Yes, Kwadu Farms is located at Stantra Hills. They deal in poultry, anything poultry. You can go there for your day-old chicks, your broilers, fresh chickens. They supply to everywhere in Ghana, and you can contact them on 0245 990000 0245 990000. Yes, so 4 zeros. All right, so that is an interesting one. You can contact them or check them up on their social media handle, that is Kwadu Farms, and on their website, that is www.kwadufarms.com. all right, so we'll be going for a quick commercial. When we're back, we'll be taking you through the details.
For the champions, for the champions. Destiny, I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
All right, so welcome back again, and it's happening on Sports Arena, Papalo Radio 88.3 FM. Yes, you can keep us and watch us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere we can find us on. And you can bring in your submission as well, what you think on the discussion going on in the studio. Yes, so we'll be taking a quick one also. Yes, the Under 20 World Cup. Unfortunately, Ghana couldn't qualify to the Under 20 World Cup, and it's a very sad one. You know, last year we were able to qualify after winning the African Cup of Nations Under 20, but the COVID, I think last 2 years, the COVID situation, so they still couldn't.
I was wearing a free
ban, and the squad, the squad, we couldn't go, and this time around we lost on that particular front. Looking at this now, as it stands now, the fixtures left, I think today, Israel will be taking on Brazil, and Colombia will be taking on Italy, and the only African country left in the Nigeria will be taking on South Korea. But there was a school of thought last week. Their match against Nigeria, their match against the host country, that is Argentina, they were camped in their capital, and it's like they are based in Accra, and they're supposed to go to Kumasi to go and play the round 16. And this is what happened. Before, from looking at, let's use our distance from Accra to Kumasi. Yes, so it's the same incident that happened. They spent 9 hours at the airport. They were given the reason that the flight has delayed, there's issue with the flight, and they had to just play that taxi. So Nigeria got to, I've forgotten the town, the city. They got there late. They had to even train only one, and play the match the next day. They got there very late. They had to train and play the match, and they were able to beat the host nation 2-0. And people started to comment that they wanted to frustrate them, the African brothers, and all that. And even the pitch they played on was very terrible, very bad. Yes. Looking at where Nigeria came from and where they've gotten to, what is your view on their performance? Do you think they can go all out to the final? But not forgetting, the most impressive team in this tournament is Brazil. They've won all their matches, not less than 3 goals. Yes, they are the most informed and the most this thing in the group. Looking at Nigeria's where they were also able to win all their matches in the group stage, beating almighty Italy and England in the group. So that should tell you that they were up for the task. Looking at where they've come and where they've gotten to, how do you foresee their performance in the ongoing under 20 World Cup?
Well, I was monitoring, okay, but it got to a time I had to stop and then do other things. But the Nigerians are doing very well. You see, Nigeria right now, by qualifying to the quarterfinals, they've surpassed Ghana in terms of point runs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know that? Yes, Brazil is leading, and I think Argentina
is
in, Spain is in,
mm-hmm.
and then it follows.
Yeah,
but Ghana was among the first 10. I think Ghana was on the 7th or so somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Nigeria was also behind us.
It is the same under 20 that the day you and Co won it.
Exactly.
Since then, I think any African country hasn't still. No,
so, Eric, it tells you that we need to pay attention to our juvenile football.
Exactly.
Okay, our coast football, our under 17, under 20, and then down to under 20. The Black Meteors, we need to be consistent. Okay, we don't just perform in a season and then the next season we'll go and sleep.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen. Okay, that is why Brazil is accumulating points, because they are doing well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they are doing well, and these are some of the things that is going all the way to affect our national team. You know that. Because if Black Stars will strive,
it's from the juvenile.
It will come from the juvenile.
Yeah.
It will come from under 17, under 20, and then under 23. What are the progression plans that we have for these boys? They come, they play because of somebody's selfish interest. We just want to, make money out of these boys. Okay? They just play the tournament and then we ship them away and then nowhere to be found. You understand? So we need to have a proper plan, right? We need to have a good plan for these boys from under 17.
Yes, okay. So
progress to the under 20.
What Kets and his administration is doing now is I think education hasn't really gone down, because I'm close to the FA, so I get a lot.
Identify talent and then listen.
No. I'm just coming in. Let me finish and you see what they are doing now. No, wait. What they are doing now is that right now they have a policy. They have a policy that before you play, you see the under 17 team that went to Serbia for the Four Nation tournament, the UEFA Four Nation tournament, that they beat Spain and the co. Those were under 17, and now there's a policy in that before you play under 17, it should be your age should be 15 years or 16. Nobody should be 17 in the age, in the sense that they want them to play for long, so that they will know themselves. So if you are 15 years and you're under 17, you can play at least 2 years before you can be moved to the under 20. And under 20 now too, they want it to be nobody should be 20 years in under 20 and 19, even 19. I think 19 is okay, but they said they won't accept anybody 20, because they want them to play for long, know themselves. They want to insert that the Stephen Apiado's Winnipeg Sports College this plan project that they brought up, the Kofi plan. Good, that's what I was looking for. That is what Kent is doing now. So I get where you're coming from.
It should be a national project.
That is what. Oh no, they are starting.
Okreku's project.
No.
Listen. Let's tell these people the truth. Let us tell these people the truth.
FA election is also around the corner anyway.
So he is doing this to accumulate points.
I didn't say that for you.
He is. He is.
No.
You come and tell us that you have overachieved.
Yeah.
To the World Cup and then place last. You go to the AFCON and then place last.
And the 17 black maidens are not. They've been banned from world football. The female, the 17 age cheating. Exactly. We'll come to that. All right. So, Mr. Dave, yes, interesting conversation going on. Then the 20 World Cup is still ongoing.
So listen. Listen.
Learn from me.
When it comes to Ghana sports, I'm very passionate about it.
I know.
I cannot come here and then sit here and then.
We'll come to your darling club.
Nobody will hear about me talking about Manchester. No, everything will not hear me. But when I sit here and then I speak, if they're not watching, they will listen.
Yeah, somebody will tell them. It's like that.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when it comes to our football, we should do it well. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't just identify one or two talent and then, because of your own selfish interest, you want to export them for money. No way. You understand? That is not what the previous administration did. Uncle Ben Kofi and all those people. What is happening to our technical direction? What is happening to our technical? Where is Uti Akente now?
Yeah, Uti Akente, I think is one of the.
Where is he now? He's now at Kempon.
Kempon, yeah.
But
Kempon.
this man is supposed to be in charge of our technical direction.
Yes.
We should have a proper. He should be there. He should be telling the under 17 coaches, under 20 coaches, and then the black meteors coaches.
Yeah.
He should be working hand in hand with them. You understand? This is what we are supposed to do. You don't just come and sit down and then wear some expensive suit and then come and sit on national television and be telling us crafts that you've overachieved.
And they said
yes. The same president, we went to AFCON and then we went to disgrace ourselves.
And the World Cup as well.
He came back and then he told Ghanaians that look, we didn't have any Messi or Ronaldo.
No, we didn't have any good team. Yeah, a lot of comments are coming. More fire from. I can see United only. Let me just read some few comments in there before we take. Is that Man United win by 3-2 in favor of Manchester United by Michael McBrown. All right, so Isaac Yabu are saying good job, Pandits. I think they are loving the submission. United, our only problem will be Maguire, and they are hoping that I can see the host, the City fan. No, I'm a City, but today I'm not a City fan. Please, Selena Quatre, Amwa, good job, well done, brothers. Okay, they are all watching and paying attention to it. The host is the City fan. Oh no, man. Yes, yes, Frank. Yes, senior man. More fire. We are watching from Germany. God bless you. Yes, and Madam Stella, people are liking your suggestion. Mr. Lawrence, good morning. Mr. Eric Mens, Mr. Jude, big shout outs to us. Mr. Dave, you have a big shout out from here as well. I think interesting. People are following up the conversation. Blessed. A lot is happening. All right, so Mr. Dave, yes, the Under-20 World Cup is also ongoing, and it's interesting that we have only one Nigerian brother, only African brother that is Nigerian, representing African continent now. We had Gambia, we had Tunisia all in there, but unfortunately they had to come home after the round 16, and only Nigeria heading the affairs of our African agenda in the African U20 World Cup. Do you think that Nigeria can go all out to make African proud?
I'm backing them for that, because when you look at the previous matches they played, it is only Brazil who defeated them. Yes.
And it was even some small mistake, but it's football anyway. So
for an African team to beat or to eliminate the host nation,
and they beat Italy.
Italy. From the tournament, that should tell you that
they are up for it.
Yes, the boys are up for the game.
Yeah.
So we are hoping they will make us proud.
Yeah, but looking at how things are going, Ghana unfortunately couldn't qualify. Do you think we still have future hope in our young talent? Because this is Under-20 that we were truly in and out with Nigeria going every day all out and all. Looking at what is happening at Senegal, they are Under-17, Under-20, 23 senior team, big soccer team, all dominating African front. Do you see Ghana getting to that pedigree?
See, one thing about football administration is when you put the right structures, the things to fall at the right places. You understand? So for instance, our youth
setup,
if because it's not good.
That's why we are.
It will affect the national
because you could see now, Right to Dream and the rest are giving us the players because they have a proper structure project going on. Imagine Ghana football now. They launched. Okay, so they launched Ghana Football Soccer School.
Okay.
Yes.
When?
Like last month ago, they launched something. Ghana GFA. They launched last month. Ghana Football School.
You could have implemented this long time before.
Yeah.
So you think they waited till now before?
Oh, these are political gimmicks.
Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
No. But I think. Even if once it's election time and they're implementing right things for the country, I don't have a problem.
GFA Foundation,
GFA Foundation and all that.
It will make people
you could have
vote them, yes. But you think that we still don't have the proper structure? That's why we are struggling with some of these things. We are hoping.
It's very bad.
Yeah, we are hoping Kurt and the management will do something positive.
They can do far better than what they are doing.
So you're looking at Nigeria going further with this particular competition.
Yes.
That is an interesting one.
I'm hoping they will get to the finals and then lift the
trophy and they will be the second African country to do that after Ghana 2009 with Didier Ayew and Ajimambedu and the rest were able to do that in Egypt.
From what they are doing, it will take Brazil to stop them.
Exactly.
You see,
because
if not for Brazil, I am taking
Nigeria
to win.
Because against Italy and the kind of board
they were so good.
I watched that match.
Yes, they did so well, and I was impressed with the performance.
Captain.
Yes, that is the one they had the issue that
the guy is.
Yes, and I think the only problem I think it's not even an issue because FIFA will do a lot of investigation before they even allow you. So it's just individual just creating issue out there,
they should allow the guy to play his football.
He's very good.
He's playing well.
He said he plays for Yam Yam FC, and when they go, they can't find anything about Yam Yam FC. And it's an academy. It's a juvenile academy player, so you won't get all the information out there like that. All right, so that is an interesting submission from Mr. Dave. Yes, so Madam Stella will take your view on that. Brazil in there as well. Nigeria going all out. Do you think Nigeria can go all out to surprise the world?
Yeah, they can.
They can. You haven't really followed them that much, but you can see from where they were able to beat the host nation, that is Argentina. They were able to beat them. I think 2-0. They meet Italy. One of the key.
Brazil,
it will be difficult.
Brazil will not allow
that to happen. So he still would that Brazil will still win this under-20 World Cup.
Yeah, if they try hard, they can.
That is football. In fact, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah. But
I don't think. Brazil, the
fun of it is Brazil actually wanted to play Argentina in the final, so they can repay.
You see, the officials
intentionally
delayed
the flight Nigeria. Yes, that's what they wanted to do.
To frustrate them for Argentina to beat them.
Yes, so that they will meet Brazil at the final.
Yes.
And
want to do host and win back.
I'm fine. Yes, that is an interesting one. All right, so it's been an interesting conversation with my guest in the studio. We've delved into this one. Let's go to the Black Princesses of Ghana today. They are taking on. Let me start with Madam Stella. Today, Black Princesses of Ghana will be taking on the Nigerians, our counterpart from Nigerians, and from where they are coming from. This is when they qualify for this. They are going to the under-20 Women's African Cup. Yes, so this is for West Africa, and this is what happened. Where we came from, our first match was against Guinea. We beat them, and we move on to meet Burkina Faso, which we beat them, and now we are in the final with our counterpart, that is the Nigerian. Do you think, because it's a host, we are hosting it here in Ghana, do you think Ghana can pull a surprise? Because I'm not restricting the fact Nigerians are very good, very, very good. Technically, they are very good. Do you think Ghana can pull a surprise or still beat Nigerians?
Yeah, they can.
They can beat them, right? You can see that. yes, home. We have the home support and all that. But you are a female, follow women's football. Do you think that our women football no your future? Looking at under 17, this year in under 17 because almost your age cheating and they are bandy so we have only under 20 and almost to me winning match where they are going for the final now. They are going to the African Cup. Do you think say our women football no because black those days my name now who follow those then what's Ajuabayo the female now your top female players they are all over all over but you see I know you can't even mention a lot of them because a lot of them are maybe it's a business why go for the business and all that. Do you think that our female team know your future?
Yeah, me share
you follow on that match no yeah Bebre, yes, and from where they've got into now, you see a more final, no, yeah, HL say, yeah, they can, to me, IABB Alpha, yeah. So I'll come that night. My father will submission on 1 or 2 issue now. Mr. Dave, yes, under 20 Black Princesses of Ghana today taking on Zone B, yes. The winner goes to the African Cup of Nations,
okay,
yes.
So I'm hoping we will do host them.
Okay, it will be difficult because Nigerians don't.
Yeah, I know they are very strong.
But you're talking from a Ghanaian perspective, not a football pundit.
No. As of now,
yes.
I just want our ladies to do host them so that we'll be able to qualify.
For yeah.
For the African Cup.
I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping
so
as well.
We are hoping the fans will troop in and support because football fans also count
a lot. The attendance has been very poor, but this time they are hosting at Kumasi Babayara. Yeah, so
I'm hoping they will come in their
numbers.
And
yeah,
support them for the girls to be
motivated. Yeah, and go
win and then qualify for the
African Cup of Nations. That is an interesting one. That is fine. Mr. Bannerman, your view on that? Would Ghana football they all done a pan?
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm very, very patriotic when it comes to things about our football.
Football, yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Because you see, when we do it well, we all will enjoy. Gone are the days that football was highly regarded in this country. That time, say Beijing, but those days, I mean, the football was highly competitive. You see, our Kotoko and our Hasselfo was doing well in Africa.
Yeah.
You see that back in the days, so that time you say but that time we were doing things right. Now we are in the modern world, in modern Ghana. We cannot even manage our football clubs well. What are we doing?
Yes, it's an interesting, yeah. So you think that the Black Princesses can do something?
All they need is support.
Exactly.
Let us support them. You see, I like what they are doing, Coach
Basigi.
Coach
Basigi, and Yusuf,
what's the other name of the coach? I've forgotten his name. Yes, you see, and then those who are in charge of the team. Okay, let's all put. I don't have much to say because look, whether you say it or not, it is what it is.
Yeah,
they will go and then disgrace ourselves and all that. But then let's support them. Okay, let's support give them the morale. Let's bring the best out of these girls. They have the potential. They can do it. Okay, was it last season that is it Hazake's
ladies went to the cup, African Cup,
extremely well.
Yeah.
You see, they did extremely well. So this is the time that they need to sit down and then draw the plan. Pick the girls who did very well and then promote them into the national teams. Identify them. Okay, they are at 20 level and then from the various clubs because the women's national league they have very good
talented players.
Around.
Yeah. I think the final of the it was massive. It was so nice.
Of the
Premier League. The zone is not the Nation FC Stadium.
Exactly.
Abankese, yeah.
See, they exhibited
very good
talent.
All right.
So go there, pick them, give them the support. It is not all about Black Stars.
Black Stars, yes. Let's do
And
our time is far
I
gone.
will share this when it comes to Black Stars.
Okay.
You see, the focus is on Black Star.
Black Star.
But Black Star, so you're supposed to
See.
you don't go and do anything.
All right, so let's do some. I think last week, Coach Chris Hutton named the final list for the Black Stars call-up yesterday, the 23 or 25-man squad for the Ghana Black Stars. And interestingly, there's a surprise addition of NS Newama, who plays the trade for Danish side, FC Nordjylland. Black Stars. We are playing qualifiers against Madagascar. Yes, our Ghana. Madam Stella, looking at Black Stars, I think I'll put you on the spot. Black Stars of Ghana. World Cup, we didn't perform. African Cup, we didn't perform. We are now trying to qualify for the African Cup of Nations next year in La Côte d'Ivoire. We share performance ni number 1, 2, number bia yetumi ade to akonya ama the Black Stars now. New set of people about. Nkofo can say why the inclusion of the DRU, why the inclusion of Jordan Ayew and the rest in the team. And what's your take on that? Do you think say line up nearby or call up nearby is the right thing? Do you still think I don't you hear me Pam say the DRU why any Juma Obeyama Ghana you should go and Obimbra?
It's really true. Like, okay, Obiba Okono Obiba is okay, but we no crab improve it. Because me now saying I'm a boy
Black
Star World Cup.
No one share. I didn't think I would lose into. We share.
My but me honey say, "Ena World Cup nenso." Now I say this guy Thomas Partey on when he won is too much. As now I need dinner cheat. Funny one shame bisa.
Say Juma, a honor ye Juma, honor Mutiano. But World Cup a big space, big platform.
You have to put yourself. Yes, your baby is
exactly. Baby, okay, exactly.
But looking at the year you then Jordan Ayew okay.
New list no
okay. Me honey say omuya adie maga.
So still they should
still I was say omu from rem kakra. I say minimum too
yeah. And for news be brave who say because of omu father antina I invite you more and all that no. Do you think say it's high time I would say because there you why adie magana or bobo. Yes. The back can be like we couldn't want my country no.
But when say Ghana so yes e kasa de can be pa.
Exactly. World Cup no say penalty.
Asamoah. Yeah, ya born so penalty say ya is on.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that thing e wo ye ho. But me hu say woman school onim snow be ban so ani nyina ye.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Okay. And Nkofo said they should build a team around Kudus. What you say is the right thing.
Yeah, it's a right thing because Kudus now also not saying
well Pejani
we Peja again or map we be joy be bem or the we be rem.
All right. That is an interesting one from Madam Stella. All right, Mr. Bannerman. Your view on the you see it in the call up for
you see for once, okay.
Yes.
There has been call up. Like this is the second call up, right?
Yeah, in the second call up, yeah.
I'm talking about Chris
Hutton, yeah.
Okay. For once, I have not heard so much conversation
on the radio, no. Yes. One friend any Ghanaian player and there were conversation on that. But the person on Befriend Nangasa.
You see, it tells you that there is a change. Okay, and then I like it personally. I like the conversation now. It doesn't center around players that we didn't call. Why didn't we call this? Why didn't we call that? Why didn't we call him? Why didn't we call player A and B and C and D? Those conversations have ceased.
Yeah,
it is very good. Now it is up to Chris Hutton and his technical team
to perform,
to work. Right, to get the results for us, because the hula balloons, the shenanigans, the everything is coming to an end. I'm not saying it's an age, it will be there. I am very positive that look, if Keto Kreku wins this election, and I believe that he will win because of what he is doing, there will still be collapse. Noise will come up.
Oh yeah, no matter what.
Noise will come up. But then for once, Chris Hutton has done.
And even the inclusion of Ernest Nuama was one of the things
I'll come there. You see, in a way, it's good. In a way, I don't think we should rush the guy.
Like a year for
Okay, yes, we shouldn't rush him. A way, it is good, right?
For being first-hand experience on it. Once you one Bokra, but see, just being among them.
Young. I think he's like under 20.
19. I think I'll put it 20.
19 years old. You understand? So you need to, promote him gradually.
Okay, Stala, Pep, Foden.
Exactly.
See,
bit by bit, you need to infuse him into the national team bit by bit, and it shouldn't be only him. Okay, it shouldn't be only him. Player Bia or baby Bia are very good. Any player who is good.
But you were good player of Ghana Premier League. I bet Nego Tete, who is now leading the goal scoring chart, 16 goals.
See,
on my break on one record, Crown will be him.
See, no local player deserves the call-up.
What would Ghana football? No?
Yes, it is.
Well, darling club had to foot player.
Oh, please. It is because it is because the standard of the league has dropped. Is it not these players that we went on radio to campaign for them?
Yeah.
And then they went to where?
Chan.
Look at how they disgrace themselves.
Nobody
deserves.
Morocco or Algeria.
Nobody deserves a call-up. No local player deserves a call-up. We gave them the opportunity. We campaigned for them, and then they messed up big
But
time.
that also sent a strong signal to the players playing the league. Say,
No. Don't say that. No player
because
is useless.
No, that is that is the narrative.
Listen, no player is useless.
Good.
The right thing.
And who can say we have 18 teams in the Ghana Premier League? No player, one pool.
Single player.
Eric.
I'm here.
I told you, say, gone are the days when our football was all over the place. When our players were all over the place.
Yeah. Now football has changed.
Moving here, there, they were performing. We felt it in our national team. Just tell me I'm lying.
It's true.
Huh? You had Michael Essien moving to Chelsea. That was big.
Steven
Appiah going to Juventus. That's big. Suleiman Tari them so.
Yeah. See, Champions League almost at the point. You see, Champions League Ghana ni back open.
You see. And all these players that I mentioned, they came from a plan.
Yes. And
yes, almost sorry, for them. And yes, almost sorry, Michael Essien and Suleiman Tari, and then we were hailing them. They were scrutinized. Yeah. We taught them the Ghanaian philosophy. Okay. So what happened to this local? I feel for them. They are not useless. I feel for them because look, the people who are managing our game are the ones causing harm to these players. They are causing harm to these players. Sometimes 2 o'clock. If we look at this sun, 2 o'clock, and then you are playing.
See, I think
can't we shift
the time,
our game time to let's say a little bit about 4?
I think
6.
I'll be coming on the Ghana Premier League shortly. I'll become 6 now. So
that we can.
Because they feel dehydrated a lot of time. Only issues are.
Go elsewhere. That is why I'm saying that. Look, they are not useless, and I don't blame them. It's the people who are managing the game.
Okay.
They are to be blamed.
Our time is far gone, but I wanted to chip in this. Look,
the players are doing well.
But none of them deserve the Black Stars.
Our local players, they are doing well. But then just that the standard of the league
has dropped. That one is fantastic.
And they don't deserve it.
Yes.
Until they deserve it, we will campaign for them.
Yes, you are up there.
So when the call-up came and I didn't see any local player, I said, that is it. Because look, our league, just tell me, when we go to Africa, our league, the one who wins the league, if it is not Kotoko Hearts, they will go to Africa and then they will get beaten, humiliated. I mean,
teams
embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Mr. Bannerman, interesting. Looking at how the new administration, that is Keto Kreku's they are not even new. The Keto Kreku administration.
This is their fourth year.
Sorry, my age. See, they've given them high-profile friendly matches. I think on October 8th or 18th or so, 14th, we are playing Germany, the Mannschaft of Germany,
US.
and US. The high-profile friendly matches to shape up the team coming. That is the following year we are playing AFCON in La Côte d'Ivoire. So I think they are doing something positive coming into that angle.
We will qualify.
Yeah, for qualifying, we have to beat.
We will qualify.
Yes.
Okay. Now, after the qualification, what next? That is the problem.
We are winning it.
We are not. We are not going to win because there are countries who are preparing. Have started preparing.
A lot of Morocco.
Exactly.
Morocco are prepared. Senegal
is there.
Morocco are prepared. Their affection is before you make a mark in the world, start from your home.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they want to dominate the African front before. And they will go there.
It happened that they did very well.
In the world, African.
They will come back very stronger.
Exactly.
You see,
positive.
We are not going to let's not deceive ourselves. We are not going to win the AFCON.
All right, interesting.
The teams that started preparation from the last AFCON that we went. Some of the team have started the preparation. Comoros
have started long time ago. I'm sure Ghana now started that project. All right, so Mr. Bannerman, interesting one. Mr. Dave, your take on Chris Hughton's call-up for the national team, looking at the lineup, Nodiabano, and how he's looking at put things in place to push Ghana to the next phase of football, because from African Cup to the World Cup we didn't perform well. AKUFO-ADDO and the squad badly. But looking at Chris Hughton, and this is the first time, as Bannerman said, we've had a call-up radio station, TV, Yanshadante. But what's your take on that anyway?
Look, Eric, the reason we are not lambasting the call-up, the players they've called, is that we are tired. You come and
you call them go and nothing will come. They will take their money. They will go.
We are not talking, making noise.
Yes, I think you also have a point though.
Yes,
but
that is why we are not making any noise.
We are tired,
we are very tired.
But they will go and still.
We'll still go and flop.
Flop, exactly. So that is an interesting one.
Yeah. So with the call-up, and then I'm happy about the games they've planned for them. And these are high-profile matches. And it will ginger the boys or increase their momentum for the next Africa Cup of Nations to be played. You understand? So for me, there is still a lot to be done or to do for the national team, because some of the boys, somebody like the AKUFO brothers,
they are tired of stuff.
Truth be told, Charlie, they are tired. They are tired. They are not doing anything now. So we need new boys. We need new boys for the team. We need new boys for the team. Like you were saying about City, chipping young boys to mix up with the senior. That is what we should be doing now. You understand? That's what we should be doing now. Because when you want to keep the old boys, it will be very difficult for you to change. It will be very, very difficult for us to change or to change our game. Because when it comes to Black Stars, it's the AKUFO brothers and then the old faces. We need new faces. And we shouldn't just sack them or not call them just like that. We should chip in the young boys. One after the other. So that when the time is up for AFCON, at least there will be some changes there and there.
Exactly. I think it's a very positive observation and output out there. We are hoping that they can do well coming our next game. That's next month. This month actually, against June, against Madagascar. So I'll be hoping that we can do justice to that game, and we'll be going there as well to bring you live feed and interesting conversation. All right, so our time is far gone. Let's do a bit quick analysis on the Ghana Premier League. Yes, the fixtures is up, and it's left with only 2 matches to end the Ghana Premier League. Yes, I think from next week we'll be ending the Ghana Premier League, and as it stands now, Mediama still leading the Ghana Premier League and might be winning the league. Should they win their match today? Yes, should they win their match today? It's an interesting one. They're taking FC Samatex. They are going away. So it's an interesting one. We should keep note. And today fixtures is King Faisal will be taking on Legon Cities. Dreams FC will be taking on Accra Great Olympics, Accra Lions and Kumasi Asante Kodoko. Accra Heart of Folk tomorrow fixtures Accra Heart of Folk and Royal Tamale United, Kotoku Royals and Tamale City, FC Samatex and Mediama, Karela United and Bibiani Gold Stars, Bechem United, that is a half foot derby, Bechem United and Brecum Chelsea. The BA, this thing, and Instructorman FC and Adriana FC going away. The main reason why I was too emphatic on the Adriana now going away is that they were actually leading the log for Arsenal for Ghana football, and surprisingly they couldn't finish it. But still, there's still a chance. Should Mediama lose today and they win their match, it will be the battle of the. No, it's possible. Anything can happen in Ghana football as it stands now. So let's not take that credit away, Mr. Bannerman. Yeah. I'll be taking your view on the fixtures and so far the things that has happened in the Ghana Premier League so far. Yes, your view on it. I wish we can just do.
I've said I've said that the standard of the league has dropped.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Is it because your darling club is not performing well?
No. It's the different case. Okay. And I think Mediama should win this league.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because they came close.
Yes.
Some seasons ago.
Yeah.
I think.
I stand to be corrected. I think they've won it. No, they haven't. Wow, Matakwabe's team.
Yeah. You see, Samobwedu was on the verge to do it, and then COVID came.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the normalization.
Yeah.
Doing the normalization.
Yeah.
That's where
Anna's video came out. Hate them. Yeah.
That was the first time they came close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Samobwedu was nearly about to win it.
And then the second time was the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That the truncated one. Good. So they've come close twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I want them to win it, and then let them go to Africa, and then let's see what they will do. Because look, Mediama is doing something good. Oh,
Mediama has been to Africa before. I think they won the FA Cup, and they did very well. Very well.
See,
I think the only two teams that have done well, Brecum Chelsea,
and then
in the Confederation Cup,
and I think to some extent
Ash Gold,
yes.
Exactly.
So you see, we need new faces in our Ghana football. We are sick and tired of Kotoko and Hasselfo. You see, let them go and sleep somewhere. We are fed up with their quote unquote their attitude.
Look what happened to your darling club across the folk.
You see, I will have time and then come back and then talk about Hasselfolk.
You are still emotional. I know.
For now.
Your people are doing well, Mr. Alaji Kambi and Odote. They are my best friends. Now we talk a lot.
For now.
Yeah, because I even sent a physical trainer to House of Folk.
Wait, for now the focus is on the league. Okay.
Yes.
We have 2 matches to go.
Mm-hmm.
Today's game and then the next one, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully I will come back and then properly address House of Folk. Okay.
So that's next week.
Yes, that's when the league is over. I don't want to say anything for now. Okay, because already the league is gone.
Yeah.
The league is gone.
You sure?
Oh, it's gone.
See, let's do the permutation here. Should Mediama lose today?
Hasselfolk has no chance of.
Oh no, Hasselfolk is out of the question. Kotoko still in.
Oh, don't worry. Forget about. I said forget about Hasselfolk and Kotoko.
Okay.
They are done. They are finished.
I'll go with your words.
Do the right things.
Yes.
They are not winning the league, and then that's why I am tipping Mediama or Adriana. Adriana has disappointed me, and then look, I am supporting Mediama to win because they are doing something very good.
Well, yeah.
Look at what they are doing at the TNA Park.
Yes, I think it's almost 90% complete. Next season they might be playing there.
Yes.
And it's a very solid stadium.
This is what a serious club. The club who wants to achieve. A club who is purposeful for success.
Yeah.
that is what you should be doing. Okay, so listen, I will not waste time. Those who deserve to go to relegation should go in peace. Simple.
Yes, King Faisal.
Yes, if King Faisal deserve to go, they should go.
Kotoko Royal is already gone.
Yes.
King Faisal is also in there.
Whoever deserves to win the league should win. That's what I'm saying. If Mediama wins, I am happy. If Aduana Stars win, I am happy.
That's interesting
it.
one. All right, so
anything else to say?
all right, so Mr. Dave. Yes, I know you are more of you patronize more of the European football because of your darling club, but it's all stand on how attractive our football is. Looking at how it stands, you're a Manchester City fan. Manchester City even give you a membership card, a lot of communication, you get a lot of chances and all that, meeting their legends and all that. No, it's a very attractive package that you get from the European clubs.
It is because those people are seriously taking the football into the next level. And then we are here insulting our fans.
Yes, so
we are here insulting our fans.
Yes, you are the same person saying that they don't deserve.
He's here and then he's getting what messages?
Membership card and a lot of legends and Lescott had to travel all the way from. Yeah, I think you saw that. Yeah.
Listen, what do we get from our management? Insults.
They insult us on radio. No, the man is so much passionate about Ghana football to the extent that he sometimes call me. We just have to talk about Ghana football. It's very bad anyway. Yeah, so it's not attractive as we used to. People are not going to the stadium. What do you think is actually wrong with Ghana football, the Ghana Premier League especially?
Eric, the way we run our football is very bad.
Yeah.
When we go to Africa, we keep on disgracing ourselves each and every time. When you look at Sundowns,
Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah, they recently
are very solid.
Solid. They came into the limelight after the the CAF president purchased the team. Yeah. I think less than 10 years they've been able to do, and they are one of the African teams that are paying players 1 million and 2 million euros. Yeah,
the way they run their football is very solid.
Yeah, South African league is solid. You know, South African, I'm not catching. They have a reserve league, and the reserve league is even shown on DSTV. And the standard of the reserve league is compared to our league, our Premier League here.
That should tell you the way we run our football.
Yes.
So we need to change our way of running our football.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go to Africa for these CAF competitions, they disgrace us.
What team do you support in Ghana? In the same bottle. What do you think is going wrong with your team? Yes. Now, Togbe Afede has really invested in the club. They have Pubiman projects.
Listen, maybe my brother feels shy, or it is bad leadership. Listen, bad leadership is causing Kotoko and Hasu. Look at what Kotoko is also doing.
Mm-hmm.
The last two matches I watched, I think their game against the one they lost previously, only 300 and something supporters went to the stadium.
Yeah.
And then the other one was 700 and something. Okay. Where is their CEO?
He's not talking.
Good. Mm-hmm. So you see, this is what we are talking about. Mm-hmm. You see, other clubs, the Alice,
Sunderlands and the rest,
and then
Esperance and the
have a whole DJ Khaled supporting Mamelodi
Sundowns. Yes.
It's serious.
Yeah. So it gives them a mileage.
You see.
And it's funny.
And then we are here and then insulting fans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think one time on their Twitter page they were like, "Hey, City is very lucky they're not playing the
Champions League or something. The league with them, they would have stopped them."
I was like, these people.
They are dominating force in Africa.
In Africa, we don't need to go to Europe.
No,
Africa. In Africa,
Go to La Côte d'Ivoire. Asek Musa and the rest are running football, and the funny thing, Asek Musa in the Côte d'Ivoire can sell a player £2 million. In Ghana, no player, I'm telling you on a fact, no African player Ghana Premier League player will be worth £1 million. Never.
And then we sit here and then condemn journalists that
are spoiling the football.
Are the one who is killing us.
What's right thing exactly?
I said
when we are looking for news. When you make it available, we'll pick it and talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. I so many things to say about AKUFO.
We will find time for you. Me, I will get time for you proper. Yes.
Let this season go by.
Then we come. Then we come on
with AKUFO.
All right, your final words. We are far behind time.
The funny, the sad part of the story, the Ghana Premier League, or how we run our football, is that our players, even if a team in Zambia wants to buy them, they are willing to go.
Yes, they are going to Tanzania and the rest.
Sad. They are willing to go.
Yes.
They don't care the amount they are paying them.
No.
They just want to leave Ghana and go and hustle, go and play their football there. This should tell you how we run our football.
It's very sad. Very sad. Very sad.
You see, I'll do a quick shout out before I go.
We are just a quick one. I want to take the ladies' view and we just wrap up. Then you give your final words. I beg you. Yes, Manastella, Ghana Premier League. Do you follow it that much? It's not attractive. You follow Real Madrid match.
You will not follow because Real Madrid is attractive.
Not just Real Madrid, European football exactly. But you are more of a passionate fan. Then at Real Madrid, you just felt a sense of belonging. I belong to this team.
It's because of their performance.
Not
just this year.
I mean, how they've been running the club, buying players.
Yeah.
When it comes to Ghana Premier League, which team do you support? AKUFO or Kotoko?
To me, I think only two teams I know.
No, in Ghana,
House of Kotoko.
So,
I'll now go.
Don't worry. I will
things so that I'll know
much more about. Don't worry about it. But I think Ghana football is not attractive.
It is not attractive
because people don't go to the stadium, right? Yeah, that is why a lot of people are not even following it again. And as a football fan, what do you think they should do right that will revive Ghana football?
I want them to bring the VAR.
I think they were calling for the VAR, but it will be difficult because they gave them a condition that before they can bring that to Ghana, all our matches should be televised, should be on TV. And how many of them are even on TV for now?
I think they only about 2 or 3 matches.
Yes, they can't cover all.
You see, we shouldn't waste time on this bad thing. Look. Our players have not been paid for 4 months, and then we are going to.
No, but bad officiating is also costing the league.
It is costing the league.
Yes, and if the VAR is there, they can consult the VAR.
You see, management of clubs, and then our FA has to do their work before we can bring VAR.
All right, so time is far gone. I wanted us to.
A lot of people are watching.
A lot. I get a lot of messages.
Baldin, a brother, Baldin Kurt, he's watching all the way from Congo.
Oh wow, interesting. That is fine.
He's watching it. Shout out to him. El Chamano, shout out to you. And then Beverly Stoff is also watching us. And then Frank.
Papa man from Germany.
Frank, shout out to you.
Big man.
Pat is also watching with the sister Selena in France.
All right, interesting one.
Bonjour to you in France.
Yes.
So shout out to everybody. I couldn't mention your name. Yes. Next week we'll come back.
Do proper. Do you know? Before we wrap it up, Manchester City and Manchester United, it's few minutes for lineup to come up.
All right. So just 1 minute. I have to be very, very objective.
Yes. Okay. Take yourself from the seat. Just be a pundit. No, stop putting the favorite on.
Favorites to win. Okay. Look, that's what I'm saying. In the first episode of the first part of the show, I made mention of Pep Guardiola thinking about the Champions League trophy. Look, if Pep Guardiola go back to his thinking method, he will force to temper with the squad. Okay, and if I'm Eric Ten Hag, that is where I will capitalize on this. Okay, I am looking at from this angle. If City comes with their first team squad, United will get beaten very well.
I was telling Dave that if to be beaten, it will be a huge margin. Look at it's true.
Very well. Okay, but Ten Hag needs to do something in the midfield.
Control the midfield. Exactly.
Just
and bring Harry Maguire should come.
Forget Maguire.
We need Maguire in this game. I'm a United fan.
It's
your captain, of course. Captain, how can't you play your captain?
Play.
We need our captain in the team.
He will only come on 1 minute.
So if in case you are really
that's when he will come and then raise the trophy. That is the only time Maguire will come.
Oh,
because you can't.
But do you foresee Maguire leaving this season?
Oh, of course. I mean, Ten Hag doesn't want him. Oh, it's not like Ten Hag.
United doesn't want him.
You see, I told a lot of United fans that look, you see, this man Eric Ten Hag, I've watched him from Ajax. Okay, with the way he builds and then structure his team.
Yeah.
If you are not fit to play in his team, the system will expose you, not the coach will expose you.
Exactly. It's like that. It's like City. Yeah. If you are not good, the system will expose you big time.
And it is no surprise that Ten Hag and then Pep has worked together.
Yeah, as so good at Bayern.
You see that the mentality is the same thing.
Exactly.
So you see his system, okay, fits some of the players, but only Maguire. Come on, oh, please. That guy has been around.
But you buy, like, just release these players. Let's go.
He's gone.
Our time is far gone. It's a gone.
So, like I said, look, if City comes with their first team, it will be a difficult game
for them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if Pep Guardiola temper with his team, just counter with him with a solid midfield with Casemiro, McTominay, and then Fred, because Anthony will not be played. So he will push. I'm sure he will push Bruno on the right. So you don't need to play Christian Eriksen. Eriksen is aging.
Yeah.
He's about 32 years old. He cannot do the
hard tackles and the rest.
See,
yeah.
But then Scott and then Fred will do that job.
Yeah. I think
simple. But if not, City will carry the day. That's it.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Dave, your final words. Then we just wrap up on the show. What's your view on Manchester City and Manchester United today? Yes. How do you see Pep Guardiola going into this game? Keeping in mind that we have a very important trophy in question in our history. How do you see that?
Okay, Eric. One thing I've studied about Guardiola is that anytime there is a match or there are tough games ahead, he tries to win one game after the other.
Okay.
You understand? So if he has United to play today, he's beating United today.
Yes, and focus on Inter Milan.
Inter Milan next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. So we are beating United with our first team. He's not going to do any overthinking.
Yeah, he said only the keeper, because the keeper has been
Otega is good.
Very good, and his record in the league, in the FA Cup, he hasn't conceded any goal.
Five clean sheets.
Clean sheets, yeah, he hasn't conceded any goal.
He's very solid.
Yeah.
He's also a ball playing
goalkeeper, exactly.
So he's very fit for the first.
So you think that United City is going to go all out to beat Manchester United?
Beating them like 3-1.
That's interesting. All right. So, and you have any shout outs to anybody at all watching?
Shout out to everybody I've seen.
Yeah, and Manchester City fans watching from the group, the South Ghana citizens.
What I'll tell them is that they should come this
afternoon. Yes, we are meeting at Honeysuckle for the match. All right.
After beating them, we'll do match after.
Yeah, Honeysuckle at airport, so they should all come there, tripping their numbers. Yes, Madam Stella, your final words on City and Manchester United. Who do you think will carry the day?
I want Man U to carry it.
Because City beat you in the Champions League.
I don't know.
Man U, okay.
Although be a Real Madrid fan. But because of Rashford, Anthony, I have some players
you look up to them. Okay.
And as for City, me kaida me City match baba me kaida City bebo boa wa shedo na team go.
And almost like punishing Champions League. Hatred now and more.
I wish they would not get
any trophies.
And whatever they want this is what they
no, but right now, no. I want you to take yourself from the football perspective and be a football pundit. On paper, watch the two sides. We know their strength, their weakness. But who do you think say Obetimi carried?
It's possible for City to win.
Yeah.
Because City no. On funny we caps and that's on funny
Man U. All right.
Man U, you're hearing man.
Yeah, exactly. Your final word. Do you have anybody shout out you want to send All right, with the Matthias here. Okay, so it will be our and interestingly, this is how we wrap today's show. I'm your host, Eric Mines, and it's been an interesting conversation. I had Mr. Bannerman, Mr. Dave, and Madam Stella in my midst. That we had a very delving into issues, Ghana football, going to Europe, talking about the FA Cup, and today it's the FA Cup final. Yes, Manchester City versus Manchester United. It will be happening today at the Wembley Sports Stadium, and the Manchester United fans and Manchester City fans in Ghana will be meeting at Honeysuckle Airport branch today around 2 o'clock, and we'll be going there, bringing you live feed. You can monitor on our social media platform on Papa Law Media, and we'll bring you a lot of interesting conversation. And all citizens across the world, this might be their time, this might be their moment for the treble. Don't go anywhere, stay right with us on Papa Law Radio. We'll be bringing you more resounding educative program and interesting music to listen at your leisure. All right, so stay right with us, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back again on Monday. I'm your host, Eric Mintz.
I was built to be the best, number one and nothing less.